Okay, so we are going to do some techniques that combines a few methods that I use. The mount method, you'll need your large softball that if you've done the mount work with me, or just a softball. You don't want too hard a ball. And we're going to combine some work that creates fluid flow, gets some nice energy into our connective tissue, and just stimulates the whole upper body and overall wakes us up. So if you deal with stiffness from arthritis, maybe you have some swelling or inflammation that's happening through your hand, your elbow, or shoulder, or just pain and tension that's living in the upper body, anywhere from the hands through to the neck and upper back, I hope this one helps you out. So it's always good to do an assessment and then a reassessment so that your brain, the nervous system, logs in the adaptation of the tissue. So one is you can take your ball and just give that ball a squeeze. And what you want to notice when you're squeezing the ball is, does your grip feel strong? Does it feel weak? Do you feel any tension up in through the wrist, the forearm, the elbow, the neck or shoulder? And then you go on to the other side and you do the same thing. And you just want to notice how the grip feels, weak, strong, and do you notice any pain, any problems? And then just go back to the first side and we want to compare the strength from one hand to the other. Place the ball down for now, and you can bring your elbows, your forearms, your hands together. And here we just want to breathe into your back. So just take a breath in. And notice if the breath has ease or if it feels tight and restricted up through the neck and shoulders. Also notice if you're able to bring your elbows and your forearms together. And if that feels like it's difficult holding the arms up, or if there's ease. And then just open and close here at the wrist. And what you want to notice is, again, if there's ease in the movement of the hands and any difference from the right to the left. And then you're just going to hold it open. And this is where you want to notice if your fingers are bent, if they're being pulled in or if they're open. And also if you've got a T shape or if you've got more of a V shape. Good. Bring the hands together, take a breath in, and as you exhale, just let the arms come down and notice if there is any tension in holding the arms up. So we're going to do a little just lymphatic stimulation here. We're just going to rub just above the shoulder, above the collarbone, give it a little pat. Good. And then we're going to go just below the collarbone, right there, and give it a little pat. Excellent. And we're going to go under the armpit. So these are where clusters of our lymphatic cells live. So we want to target these areas. So whenever there's inflammation or swelling, any kind of pain, and let's just bring that down into the heart. Good, and we'll do the other side. Wherever there's any kind of inflammation or pain or swelling, there's basically a lack of fluid flow. Somewhere there's an obstruction where we're not getting the fluids moving away from the heart and then back to the heart. So bringing the arm up. Good. Nice pat. So we're just nice and gentle when we're working with the lymphatic system. We want to be very, very gentle. We don't need to be pushing in hard to get all of that going. Good. And we're just going to go up through the sternum, right where the collarbone and the sternum meet. And you're just going to rub all the way down to the base. Good. And you can tap. Excellent. And then just find the ribs on either side of the sternum. And you just want to do a real gentle little manipulation here, just in between each rib cage. And notice if it feels tender, right? If it feels tender, that's just a sign that there's some restriction going on there. Good. And then we're just going to work in through the abdomen between your sternum and your belly button. You can pat. And just take that back up to the heart. So we're just going to focus on the upper right now, but I have a whole lymphatic dance video that you can follow on YouTube. Good. And then just shake out the arms there. I'm just going to shake 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. So this can all be done sitting at the chair. So if you're at the office and in your desk and you feel like you need to kind of get things moving a little bit, maybe your fingers and wrists are getting stiff from typing on the keyboard, then this is a great thing you can do just seated. Excellent. And then just take a breath in right there. And exhale. Good. So you're going to pick up your ball. I'm going to come down to the floor. I'm just going to tip my camera so that you can see a little bit closer. Good. And so I'm just going to put my Let's get my ball, and I'm going to be rolling the ball between hand position, point 3 and 5 here on the palm. So you can clasp your fingers together, put the ball between your thumb pad, and you're just going to roll the ball between your thumb pad and your pinky pad. Now, sometimes it can be hard to do that evenly on both sides. So what you can do is just focus on one side, and then we're going to focus on the other side, right there. Good. If that's uncomfortable, you can also do one hand at a time, and you can roll the ball here from the thumb pad to the pinky pad. Notice I'm just keeping my tips of my fingers on the ground so that I'm not actually moving my hand all the way around. I'm just pivoting, and then you can do the other side. So both are great. You can pick which one works best for you. Most people sort of have a favorite. And then if you are doing it like so, you're going to let the ball land right underneath the thumb pad. You're going to compress the ball, and you're going to do what we call shearing, which is small localized compressions. Good. And then you're going to pause, take a breath in, and exhale, release. And then you would go to the other side, place the ball under the thumb pad, compress it, and then just do small localized compressions. If you're keeping your hands together, you would be able to do both hands at one time, and you're just compressing the ball. And we have so much sex stress in this region with all the texting and typing that we're doing. This feels really good. And then you wait, take a focused breath in, and then you exhale. Good. Now, if you can do this on your desk, or we can get down on the floor, and we're just going to move the fluids. It's called rinsing. We're just going to move the fluids from the hand up through the forearm. And so we're only moving in one direction. And then you can do the other side. So this, again, do it right up on your desk or your countertop. Good. And you just do 5 to 6 passes. It feels really nice to get that energy moving from the hand up the forearm. And then you can place your hand down. You can do it on your lap or on your desktop. You're going to place the ball on the knuckle that corresponds with the index finger. And you're just going to roll the ball from the knuckle off the fingertip. So again, if you feel stiffness in your hands, you're feeling swollen, you've got arthritis, go 2-3 passes on each finger. And notice I'm just moving in one direction. This is just wonderful to get some of that swelling down. You do want to use a soft ball for this, so if you are using a hard ball, don't do this with the hard ball. Do the other ones, and then come in and see me, and I'll give you a large, soft melt ball. So you don't want to be pushing hard on your knuckles and your joints here. And remember the thumb, you can do the tops or the sides. We're going to go from the knuckle to the fingertip right there. Yeah, it's feeling so, so good. So, you know, the inflammation, edema, the swelling, different things can be causing it, and you for sure want to get to the root cause of it. But in the meantime, getting the lymphatic system and the fluids moving and just waking up the connective tissue. So then the last is, this is wonderful. All you have time to do is one thing. This right here is also stimulating the lymphatic system. All these nerve endings end in our hands and our fingertips, sensory nerves, and in our knuckles. And this whole work through the hand is loosening us all the way up. But we're going to check that out. Good. Oh, feels good. All right, so let's just do our reassessment here. So you're going to just squeeze the ball. Notice if the grip feels stronger, if you feel like there's less tension going up the arm, and then just change sides. And again, notice if there's any change in your grip strength or just how the tissue feels. And then you can place the ball down and just bring your elbows and your forearms together. Take a breath and just notice if you feel like there's more space in the upper back, the neck, and the shoulders. Shows how the hand treatment, and we did do the lymphatic as well, is a global treatment. So again, here you just want to notice, do you have more ease of movement? And then as you look, is there more of a T? Did you affect anything? If before your fingers were curled forward, now they're open, and you have a little more range. Take a breath in and exhale. So that's what we call a lymphatic quickie to get the system flowing through the upper body. Definitely we can do a double whammy and work through the whole body. But this is great, right? If you've got a quick 5-minute break at your desk, you've been like, sitting all day, or you're just feeling tight, you can get it done in a few minutes. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, I am here for you. Please just send me a note and I would love to chat.